Welcome back to Chair Pilates with Lou. We're going to start by warming up the upper back and shoulders. Place your hands by your sides, flex your palms and push down. I want you to see if as you push down, you promote that scapula to draw down. Take a soft breath in and now think about lifting your chest upright, lift your sternum. So the subtle difference would be this lift to promote that lovely switch on of that mid-back. From this positioning, lift the shoulders up towards the earlobes and softly draw down. Gentle in and out breath. Good, now I want you to think about that mid-back connection as you lift the shoulders up and down. You want to promote this positioning, not this. So imagine lifting your rib cage over your hip bones. Lift your sternum. Good. Lift the shoulders up and down. Good. Lovely. Let's do two more. Beautiful. As we draw down, I want you to keep them lengthened down through that arm now. Now we're going to draw the shoulder blades forwards. And I want you to notice that you open up your upper back. Good. And then as you draw the shoulder blades back, allow the sternum to lift. Squeeze the shoulders behind you closed. Good. From this positioning, draw the shoulder blades open at the back of the body, draw the shoulders forwards, internal rotation. Good, exhale, and back. Good, forwards, and back. Shoulder blades are not lifting up, we're drawing down, but we're opening up the shoulders to widen the back, and then we're retracting the shoulders to close them, and the sternum pulls forwards. Good, retraction and protraction. Good. Two more. One more. Good. Come to the positioning where the shoulders are softly glided down. They're not squeezed, but they're not rounded forwards and our chest is not closed. Good. From this positioning, we're going into stop signs. We're going to float our hands upright. Hands are about face height, elbows are bent. Shoulders are still drawn down. Take a nice soft breath in. Now lift your pelvic floor as you float the sternum. Exhale, flatten that tummy from hip bone to hip bone. Keep off the back of your chair. Exhale, we're going to glide the shoulder blades further down our back now. So drawing into the waistline beneath the ribs and the hips where there are no bones. And you're going to glide your elbows down to your waist too. Feel that you've switched on that mid-deep centre back connection and your sternum's gently pulled forwards. Inhale, hands to face height. Exhale, glide on down. Inhale. Good, exhale. Tummy is flattening. We're not arching our lower back. So if I turn to the side to show you, we're not arching through the back. So this would be arching. We're actually keeping a pretty neutral spine, but I want you to feel that your strength and conditioning is right in that deep mid-center back. Good. Lovely. You could do this against the wall as well. If you needed to feel and have some feedback of the shoulders gliding down. Final two. And on this, our last one, we're going to hold that draw down, elbows towards the waist, shoulders from the ears, tummy flat. Keeping that nice neutral spine, you're going to just wave me hello or draw some circles through your palms. Gentle in and out breath. Imagine you're running your fingers around the rim of a circle, a bubble if you wish. Good. Feel that mid-deep centre back connection and that strengthening that you're doing to your upper back. Stay off the back of your chair. Try not to let your neutral spine arch through your lower back. Let's reverse our circle. Think about the shoulders gliding down. Now if you're really connected to your deep mid-centre back, you should start to feel those muscles fatiguing. They might feel like a gentle burn, or they might feel like a soft ache. Oh, I'm getting tired. Shoulder blades down. Two. Last one. Good. Come back to stop sign. Relax the arms down. Roll the shoulders. Have a little break. Let's go into hug a tree just to finish warming up the body. I'm going to turn to the side to show you this. Now in this positioning, we do go into this position where we round through the upper back. I want you to think about not letting your tailbone lift, not arching through your lower back. I want you to keep the tummy fairly tight and switched on. Float your arms on up, clasp your fingers, shoulders from your ears. Now you are wrapping your arms around a big beach ball or a tree trunk. Switch on, take an inward breath and lift the pelvic floor, float the sternum upright, ribs over hips. Exhale, flatten that tummy from hip bone to hip bone. Good, take a deep breath in. Now we're going to drop our chin to our chest, look down towards our thighs. As we exhale, we're going to pull the fingertips away from the chest and we're going to release the shoulders, letting them widen and come into this lovely rounded upper back position. Then as you inhale, we're going to lift the sternum and the ribcage upright. Fingers come back towards you, float your chin. Good. On the exhale, drop chin to chest. Use the tummy as we flatten, we pull the fingertips away, opening up the shoulders. Good. Take a deep breath in and allow your ribs to float over your hips. Lift your chin, fingers back towards you. Good, 2 more. Exhale, chin to chest, flatten that belly, pull the fingertips away, widen through the shoulders, come into that protraction. Good, inhale. Lovely, last one, exhale. Hold this last one for a breath in and out. Allow yourself to feel that nice stretch across the shoulders and the back. Really nice. Beautiful. On this next inward breath, gently lift yourself on upright. Relax your arms, float your chin, float that sternum. Beautiful. Let's move on. Beautiful. Let's do some rotation. Let's look at saw, a traditional exercise from mat work Pilates. We're going to modify it for your chair today. Sit upright, back off the back of the chair. Now I'm sitting on the very edge of the chair so that I've got space to rotate and my feet are flat on the ground. I don't want to promote any tension in my knees or ankles, so I want to make sure that I'm able to sit upright, feet flat. Lift the sternum upright off the hips. Start to switch on, inhale, lifting the pelvic floor. Exhale, flatten the tummy from hip bone to hip bone, really switching on that belt. Lovely. We're going to go into a rotation. So I want you to think about your stop signs from your warm-up. Bring your hands back to face height, elbows bent, shoulders from the ears. Take a deep breath in and on the exhale we're going to glide the shoulder blades down, drawing elbows towards the waist to switch on that mid-back. Outstretch the arms wide. Think about your embracing someone you love with a big hug. Now keep your feet flat, your knees and hips facing forwards. On your exhale we're going to externally rotate our ribs away from our hip bones. Beautiful. Now your shoulders stay down from your ears, your mid-back's on. Inhale to center. Good. Other way, we exhale to rotate underneath that waistline, rib to hip where there are no bones. Your eye can follow your thumb. Inhale to center. Good. This is the start of our saw. Exhale, spine twist. And inhale to center. Beautiful. Exhale, spine twist. Inhale, center. Let's do 2 each way. Exhale. And inhale. Shoulders down. Exhale. And inhale. Let's do 1 more. Exhale, spine twist. Hips and knees facing forwards. Inhale to center. Last one. Exhale, spine twist. Inhale to center. Good. Relax the arms down. Beautiful. Now let's do some lift foot. So keeping ourselves upright off the back of the chair, ribs over hips. Really make sure you've got that defined waist. And I mean, don't lose the waist and sink back. Lift upright. Think about your training your posture to lift the spine nice and tall, and all those muscles switch on when we're seated perfectly tall here. You want to switch on the belly. Inhale, lift pelvic floor. Exhale, abdominals flattening. Hands on your thighs or on the seat of your chair or your hip bones. On your exhale, you're going to use your tummy, flattening the belly to lift 1 foot off the ground. Good. It could just be an inch, it could be a paper's width. Inhale, we place the foot down to the other side. Exhale, lift foot. Inhale, down. Good. Exhale, tummy lifts the weight of the leg. And down, inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Good. Now try not to move back. Don't shift back with your back towards the back of the chair, and don't open up the back of your hips. So no hinging. Stay upright. keep the spine nice and still. Use the belly, exhale, lift, and inhale down. Exhale, and down. It could be a very small lift. You also want to keep your shoulders and hips level. So if you're looking at me, as one hip comes up, I don't also lift the shoulder. Shoulders want to stay nice and parallel. Equally, the hips will not lift if we keep this nice box from shoulder to shoulder, shoulder to hip to hip, and hip to shoulder. Very, very still. Good. So we're using our belly and a little bit of the hip flexor, but primarily use the abdominals to lift the leg. Good, last one. Foot lift and down. Beautiful. Have a little break. Now we're going to look at forward flexion. That's what takes us into the saw in a moment. So we're going to come back to that nice stop sign positioning. Lift the rib cage, switch on the pelvic floor, inhale. Exhale, flatten the belly. Hands are at face height, elbows back and down. Now I want you to switch on, so on the exhale, glide the shoulder blades down your back, elbows to the waist. Good, straighten out the arms. Now we're going to go into a rotation. So we're going to exhale to rotate into spine twist just like you did. Now this outside arm, I now want you to reach forwards, coming into more of an L shape with the arms. Now as you reach forward, you're going to dive over your hip and knee and reach towards the outside of your little toe. Good. Then I want you to lift the spine upright. Undo that reach forwards with the arm and come back to center. Good. Exhale to rotate. Think about staying upright. Now we're going to come into the L shape, reaching the arm forwards. Now as you dive forwards, you want to keep your back nice and flat in neutral spine, and you're going to reach your baby finger to the outside of your baby toe. And then you're going to lift your spine upright and come back to center. Good. Exhale to rotate. Use that waistline. Reach the arm forwards. Take a deep breath in, shoulder from the ear. Exhale, reach forwards towards the outside of that baby toe. Good. Inhale, lift the spine upright. Come back to center. Exhale, rotate. Arm comes into that L shape, reaching forwards. Inhale. Exhale, keep the tummy nice and flat. Dive and reach forwards. Good. Inhale, lift upright. Beautiful. Rotate, back to center. Exhale. Inhale. Shoulder blade down. Exhale, dive and reach forwards. Good. Inhale. And back to center. Exhale, rotate. L shape. Reach forwards. Exhale. Good. Inhale, lift and back to center. One more each way. Exhale. L shape. Inhale. Really think about shoulders down. Now keep your buttocks on the chair. Exhale. Dive and reach. Good. Inhale, lift. One more. Exhale. Inhale, arm forwards. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Back to center. Relax the arms. Well done. Whoa, a lot of rotation through that waist. So seated side on in your chair. Obviously, if you have arms on your chair, you'll need to change your chair, or you could sit facing. Just sit further forward so you're on the edge of the chair and there's plenty of space behind you. You're going to place your hands on your thighs, either above the knee or onto the side. And I want you to imagine now lifting the spine tall. Shoulders away from the ears. Think about the sternum being pulled gently forwards, and start to take your breath in, inflating your lungs and lifting the pelvic floor. Good. As you exhale, I want you to flatten those abdominals from hip bone to hip bone. Flattening, closing those hips together at the front, tying up that leather belt. Good. From this position, we're going to do some little pelvic tilts. So keep the shoulders back and down. Think about your pelvis being tilted forwards towards your knees. That's your hip bones being gently pulled forwards. You'll notice that you've got a little arch in your lower back, and you might feel the very edge of your buttocks lift from the chair. Take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, start to tilt the pelvis back. So as we move the pelvis back, the tailbone between your butt cheeks rolls underneath your pelvis, and you might feel that you've suppressed your ribs towards your hips at the front. Good. Then as you inhale, come back to lifting the sternum upright and lifting the spine. Good. Remember, exhale, the pelvis tilts forwards, hip bones moving towards the knees, tailbone lifting up. A little arch of the lumbar spine. We inhale to center, that feeling of lifting through the spine. Exhale, tilt the tailbone under. The hip bones are moving back. And we notice that we've lengthened the lower back, releasing that lumbar spine arch. And then inhale to lift the spine upright. Good, do that again. Exhale, tilt forwards. Inhale to center. Exhale, tilt back. Good, keep doing that for a few. You'll notice that with my hands placed just below my belly button and in my lower back, you can really start to see the relation that your pelvis has towards your lower back and the spine as a whole. So generally, because the pelvis is a large bony structure, when it moves, the spine arches will follow. Good, we're going to do one more, and then we're going to come back to the center where we feel like the spine is lifted upright of the pelvis. The lower back arch is soft, we still have that neutral spine, and our hip bones are neither forwards or back. Good, keep lifting, stay switched on with those abdominals. We're now going to move into our half roll back position. So we're going to utilize that little tuck of the tailbone under, hands here, take a deep breath in. Again, it's going to start on the exhale with the abdominals flattening, tilt the tailbone under, release the hip bones back, and let the lumbar spine arch release. Now I want you to imagine dropping your ribs towards your hips in front and flattening through those abdominals as you roll back. And you'll notice I've got a lovely C-curved spine over my upper back, and I've relaxed my chin towards my chest. Take a deep breath in. Using your hands, you're going to exhale, pull your forehead towards your knees, scoop out the belly, and think about coming up rounded into a small letter C. And then inhale, lift the spine upright. Think about growing that sternum being pulled gently forwards and up. Good, and again, we tilt the tailbone under. Exhale, let the hips sink backwards. Release the lumbar spine curve. Lightly drop the chin to chest. Flatten the abdominals as we roll back. Take a deep breath in here. Look down at that flat tummy, hands pressed onto your thighs. You're going to exhale, scoop out the tummy, roll the forehead towards the knees. Come up really small and rounded, and then inhale, shoot tall. Good, keep it going. Tilt the tailbone back and down, exhale, tilt the hips back, release the lumbar spine, flattening through the belly, ribs to hips as we roll back. Good, inhale, and then exhale, pull yourself upright. Use your arms, use that scoop out of the belly to come into this small letter C. Inhale, lift. Let's do two more. Deep breath in, exhale, tilt back and down. Now I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground, so don't let your feet release. Press your toes down. Take a deep breath in, exhale, pull your hands into your thighs, round that spine forwards, and then inhale to lift. On your last one, think about what you're releasing, which will be the tailbone, the lower back, the ribs to the hips, the chin to the chest. Flat tummy, take a breath in. Now exhale, scoop the belly out as you roll the forehead to the knees, and then inhale, lift. Have a little rest. So this is quite a strong motion of opening up the back, using the tummy for support. We're going to repeat this in a minute with a little add-on. We're going to go into our arm prep, just to come back to neutral. Sit upright, inhale, lift the pelvic floor. Exhale, flattening through that tummy to do that leather belt up. Now I want you to release your shoulders from your ears, float the sternum, take a big breath in. On an exhale, we're going to float the arms on up. Now they're floating at chest height or possibly directly over the shoulder. Now I want you to keep your ribs over your hips, don't lean back, and draw your shoulder blade down as the arms float overhead. Inhale, the hands come back down towards the thighs. Notice that my spine doesn't move out of its neutral spine alignment. On our exhale, we're going to float the arms on up. Sink the ribs towards the hips, don't lean back, draw the shoulder blades down your back. Don't scrunch up around those earlobes with those shoulder blades. Inhale, arms come back down. This is called your arm prep. Exhale, ribs sink towards the hips. We're switching on the obliques, we're flattening the tummy, shoulders drawing down from the ears. Inhale down. It can be done one arm if you prefer to do one arm at a time. And you can also limit your range. So you could just go to chest height. You could do to eye line, or you could be directly over the shoulder, depending on your shoulder mobility. Good. We want to make sure the abdominals are supporting this lovely neutral spine. We're not sinking back into our pelvis. Our sternum wants to stay upright. Good. Exhale, arm prep, and inhale, arms down. Let's do 3. Exhale, and inhale. Exhale, and inhale. Notice my shoulders are gliding down as my arms flow up. Last one, exhale, arm prep. Take a nice deep breath in. Now I want you to hold your arms either at chest, eye line, or over shoulder. Take your deep breath in here. Place one hand that's closest to the back of the chair onto the opposite thigh. Press it in. Now on your next exhale, pushing your hand into your thigh, you're going to reach over the side or the back of your chair. Notice that you're opening up one rib to hip. You're getting a nice big stretch. Take a deep breath in here. Relax through the neck. Then on your exhale, slowly come on upright. Keeping this arm prep position, we're going to take it over again on the exhale. Reach up and over your rib cage, opening up your ribs to hip on one side. Good. Take a deep breath in, relax that neck, and then exhale upright. You could place the hand on the back of the chair if you need more support. So as you exhale to reach up and over, you want to make sure you're not scrunching shoulders into earlobes. We're getting a nice long stretch down from our armpit to our hip bone on this one side. Exhale, come upright. Let's do one more. Exhale, reach up and over. Good. Try to keep your spine within neutral, so don't roll your hips forwards. Take a deep breath in to enjoy the stretch, and then exhale upright and down. Let's take it to the other side. I'm going to flip around for you. Let's start with the arm prep positioning, shoulders down, switch on, inhale, pelvic floor, exhale, T-zone. Now we're going to float the arms on up on the exhale. The ribs are drawing in and down. Really important, the shoulders are away from your ears. Hold this positioning, place one hand onto the opposite thigh. Press it down and in. Take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, reach up and over the back or the side of your chair. Open up from your armpit to your hip bone. Take a deep breath in, relax the neck. Good, exhale, come upright. Beautiful, deep breath in, and on the exhale, dive over the back of the chair. Good, a deep breath in and out. Don't want to scrunch up around that neck with the shoulder. Exhale, come upright. Good, one more, deep breath in. Now as you exhale to dive and reach over the back of your chair, really open up your rib to hip on one side. Good, take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, slowly come upright. Good, relax the arm down. Let's go back to that half roll back. Again, make sure that you're on the edge or the side of the chair, the feet are planted onto the floor. Lift the sternum upright. Switch on, inhale, lift pelvic floor. Breathe into the ribs, and then exhale, flatten the tummy, drawing the two hip bones together. Do your leather belt up over your hips. Good, place your hands on your thighs. So your half roll back, deep breath in. Tip that tailbone underneath your pelvis. So imagine you're rolling your hip bones back, and you're releasing the lumbar spine curve, flattening out the tummy. Now as you roll back, you're releasing your lumbar spine. Just relax your chin to your chest here. Take a deep breath in. If you can, you're going to float your hands directly in line with your chest. Take a deep breath in, and then on the exhale, we're going to externally rotate the chest away from the hips. You could reach this arm back towards that back leg of the chair, and then bring the arms back to center. Follow it, chest over hips. Inhale. Good. Let's do that again. Exhale, externally rotate. Keep that nice C-curve spine, the flat tummy. You could reach this arm back towards that back end of the chair. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, dive the forehead towards the knees. Hands could reach down your shins. Come up really small, scooping out the belly. And then inhale, lift upright. Good. Let's do that again. From this position, hands could float or on your thighs. Take a deep breath in. Drop the tailbone under, exhale. Release the lumbar spine, drop the ribs to hips, drop chin to chest, flatten that tummy. Gently roll back to the seat of the chair, take a deep breath in. Now as we exhale, we externally rotate our chest away from our belt line so our hips stay on the chair. From this positioning, you could reach the arm back into your Make-A-Wish, and then as you inhale, you come back to center, follow chest over hip bones. Let's do that again. Exhale, externally rotate. Drop the arm back. Good. Inhale, arm back to center, and chest over hips. As we exhale, we're going to dive our forehead forward, scoop out your belly. You could run your hands down your shins, and then as you inhale, you lift yourself on upright. Good, let's do that one more time. Lift, switched on, floating arms. As we drop the tailbone under, exhale, we allow the C-curve spine to release the lumbar spine first, and we drop the chin to the chest. Take a deep breath in. Look down at that flat tummy for me. Now as you exhale, keep your buttocks on the chair, rotate your rib cage away from your belt line. We could reach the arm back into our Make-A-Wish, and then we bring our arms back to center. Inhale, chest over hips. One more. Exhale, externally rotate. Drop the arm back if possible. Good. Bring the arm back to center. Inhale, and then dive and reach forwards. Exhale, scoop out the belly, forehead to the knees, hands towards the shins. And then inhale, lift yourself on upright. Beautiful. Now you could try it on the other side. We'll do 3 reps. Lift, switch on. Hands could float or down by the thighs. Remember that you want to release first into half a roll back. Drop the tailbone under, exhale. Release the lower back, drop chin to chest. Ribs to hips, flat tummy. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, we're externally rotating, chest away from the hips. Drop the arm back. It can reach towards the back of the chair. Good. Inhale. Follow ribs over hips. Lovely. Let's do that again. Externally rotate. Drop the arm back. Good. Inhale. Now on this exhale, scoop out the belly, dive the forehead towards the knees, run the hands down the shins. Good. Inhale, lift. 2 more. Hug a tree. Positioning if you like. Then exhale. Roll back. You want this flat tummy to support the C-curve spine. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, externally rotate. Drop the arm back. Good. Inhale. Come back to center. Good. External rotation. Reach. Good. Inhale to center. Rotate. Exhale, scoop the tummy, dive forwards. Good. Lift. Inhale. Our last one. Exhale. Notice that I don't scrunch shoulders up, I actually draw them down. From this positioning, external rotation, and it could be small. Reach back and inhale. Ribs over hips once more. Last one. Exhale and reach. Good. Inhale. This dive and reach is important. Scoop out the belly, forehead to the knees, and then lift. Lovely. Have a little rest. So let's finish our session with a lovely abductor twist. We're going to take a cross-legged position. So we're going to cross one leg over the top. If you cannot sit like this, you can just cross at your ankles and place your hands on your thighs. I'm going to do it from this position now. I want to lift my spine upright off the back of the chair, and I'm going to place my opposite arm to the leg that's on top, over that top thigh, onto the outside just above the kneecap. Good. I'm going to take a nice deep breath in, lift the chest upright, and start to switch on some of this arm and shoulder strength to pull against the thigh. Good. From this positioning, my outside arm is now going to sit onto the back of the chair, resting either on the seat of the chair or clasping onto the back. Now I'm going to take a deep breath in, keep pulling this arm into the thigh, and gently start to rotate to turn my eye line to look over my shoulder and run my eye line down towards my fingers. Good. I'm getting a nice little stretch here, running down the side of the shoulder blade and the neck, and also the side of the thigh into the side of the hip. Good. Take a deep breath in and out. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Excellent. One more. I'm gently going to turn my slowly to face back to the front of the room. Now I'm going to take this leg and lift it to place the shin flat and the outside of the ankle resting just above the knee on the top of the thigh. My hand is going to start to push this knee down, and I'm going to start to open out into some external rotation of that front hip joint. I'm going to place my hand onto my foot to help me balance this push down and to strengthen through this position. Keep yourself upright. Good, keep breathing. Now to make your stretch bigger and to move it more into the back of the hip, we're going to gently hinge forwards, bringing our chest over the front of that shin. Good, take a deep breath in and out, and if you like this positioning, stay here. Again, you could make this bigger by gently leaning further forwards, or I feel that now on my back glute in the side of my hip. Take a deep breath in and out. For those of you that have any knee issues and this is causing a lot of pressure in your knee, I want you to flex your foot. You can place your hand on your sole and push your foot back to take the tension off of the knee. Breathe in and out nice and deeply, and you can hold this stretch here for 10 breaths, but breathe through it. This is a piriformis stretch, so it's really good in opening up the side of the hip and the glutes, but it might be too much for you. Keep breathing in and out deeply. We're gently going to bring the chest upright of the hips. Stop pushing that knee out and slowly slide the leg back to that cross knee position. Let's change sides. Feet back on the mat. You could cross at the ankles, remember. I'm going to cross over. The opposite hand to that top thigh is going to rest on the side of that external thigh joint. Good. Now remember, you're adding some little pressure, so the shoulder draws down and we switch on the arm and the shoulder here. The opposite arm runs around to the back of the seat of the chair or the back of the chair itself. Take a nice deep breath in. Keep that chest upright, start to switch on the arm. Now as you exhale, we're going to externally rotate chest away from the legs. We're going to look over our shoulder, run our eye line down our arm to our fingers, and we start to get that nice stretch on the shoulder, gently through the neck, the side of the hip and the thigh. Breathe in and out nice and deeply. Good. Keep looking down your arm. Try not to stress your neck in this position. Deep breath in and out. Beautiful. We're slowly going to start to bring our chest back to center, and we're going to release the arms. Now again, we're going to lift this leg upright so that the shin is now horizontal. We're going to start to push the knee down to externally rotate at that front hip joint. You can place your hand on your foot if you'd like some more support. Keep the chest upright, push down and breathe, and that will start your piriformis opening up, stretch. To make the stretch bigger, you hinge your chest forwards over that front shin and you get a good stretch now. Good. The further forwards you take the chest, the more you'll find you'll get a deeper stretch into the piriformis, that's at the side of your hip pocket, and now also your glute. Keep pushing down gently. Again, if you've got any knee pressure, flex the foot. You can push back using your hand and take a deep breath in and out. Good. Lovely. Keep breathing. Holding the stretch for up to 10 breaths. Stretching out the glutes, stretching out the hip. Deep breath in and out. Last one. Beautiful. Slowly bring the ribs back over the hips. Stop pushing the knee out. Cross the legs and slide. Well done. I'll see you next week. Bye.